friends, I'm Sims Wimbrand. Thank you for joining us today as we do the new story. Well, it's new to us, but not very new. It's the Janthir Wild story. Let's see. Over here, we gotta go through all of this sometime.
Getting healthier.
Yep. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Let's go! Oh, the guild. Oh, this is where you start your guilds up. Unless you want to make it out in public, this is the only area you can do all those questions and interactions and stuff for to get a guild hall and then fight a whole bunch of monsters.
Commander,
to claim
over
it.
here.
Heck.
That you are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside.
So you can glide, but
attack.
you can't go on your mount.
Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
Don't mind me. Just
After all, this place doesn't really
names
need
in
a
this
mount,
building.
I guess.
It's a big job.
Oh, we still can't get in there. Now we can.
Malice, Anise. Heck of a party. No less cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Delegates and leaders are still arriving, but the turnout is impressive. My surprise is agreeable.
And nerve-wracking.
Everyone is comforted that you're joining us. You command quite a bit of respect here. Not all of us do the same.
I'm not too surprised. You're modest.
Save that irascible demeanor for negotiations, Imperator. Go on. Mingle. As soon as a few more arrive, we'll get started.
Shoot, what did I do? Oh, an achievement! Oh, there's another invitation over here. That's another part of the achievement. Oh, this ain't what I thought it was. Oh yeah, this is what a... 3. The 4th one will be somewhere. Right here. Fourth one. Oh, it's over this way.
Another
There
proud
it is.
moment.
We got them. All the meeting notes. That's one achievement point. Shoot. These are my
Commander,
achievement points.
good to see you. Quite the gathering. Certainly beats interrogations
Getting
and trial
healthier.
preparations. Bangar? Who else? We'll save that headache for opening remarks. I'm eager to put it behind us. Hasn't made things
That's
easy, though.
because
The Dominion lives.
story starter,
Their numbers are just
instance
depleted.
person or whatever has to do
Tails
it.
between their legs, no doubt.
Okay, fourth thing is here.
Hello again. It is a genuine pleasure to see a familiar face in unfamiliar lands.
Welcome, Commander. I'm glad to finally have a meeting under less dire circumstances.
An empress and a queen. Dangerous combination.
Queen Jenna has been instrumental in Cantha's integration. I'm eager for these meetings to commence.
All I've done is make introductions.
With every trade organization and leader between the Shiver Peaks and the unending ocean. Such modesty. I'm hoping that today is productive, if not educational.
The latter, I can promise.
Now these two girls. Oh, it's Keith.
Cave, how are you doing, old friend?
Commander, I'd heard you'd been invited. Glad to see you again.
Keith is joining me as counsel. We've both a stake in seeing our people thrive after everything we've endured.
Sylvari resistance is the stuff of legend. How are you doing after Irene?
Some days are melancholy, but she still guides me. I'm needed by my people. That has given me purpose.
That they do. Keith has been vital in our pursuit of healing. We've all experienced a bit of an identity crisis after Maguma. We're well on our way, but we've problems to solve for yet.
We should all follow in your footsteps.
Commander!
At last, the hero of Kragstead. You owe me a keg, Erson. No, make that 10.
Graham is representing Kragstead, acting as my own advisor.
You could do a hell of a lot worse. You could also do a lot better.
Gawk all you need. I went home for a while after. The whole thing was an accident. One day I'm patching homesteads and caring for lone wolf pups, and the next I'm... well, here.
You? Leading an entire village? Huh. I'm impressed.
He's modest. He proved to be the leader Kragstead needed, and irreplaceable while I've helped take on more for Newt. A natural leader, oh boy.
Stop.
I'm glad for you, Bram. Air would be proud.
And this person.
Counselor Ludo, that's a lot of paperwork for one Asura.
Couldn't get a single one of those old sacks to put down the gavel and at least try to make friends. Did send me with a giant pile of paperwork, though. That's what I'd like to call the Asuran hello. Nonsense. Most of it. Cantha is revealed. And if not for copying Asuran ingenuity, they'd still be decades behind. But we can't hide in our labs.
If you want to lead, you have to get out in front.
I certainly do hope that you are correct.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen Jenna of Kryta, call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places.
Getting healthier.
Oh, we gotta wait for everyone to come. Swiftness.
We've quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pact and Orders send their regards. Structural changes have them occupied. But with that aside, the founding members have come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here. As our mutually elected emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the order of operations?
What qualifies me to make that call?
You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured since the retaking of Claw Island. We approve.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Huh? Sure, have at it.
Oh, that's the most I've ever seen. Oh boy.
I am firstborn Dagonet. Keith and I have ventured from the Grove to represent the Sylvari. The Pale
Sylvari update, Char update, Asuran update, Norn update, Human update.
But her spirits remain bright and focused on our
I guess we have to.
Our people experienced a deep wound when Mordramoth rose and fell. As a people, we have many questions about where we come from, what purpose we serve following the Elder Dragon's death. Who are we as a society? Many have decided to leave our home in search of these answers. Finding direction and purpose, that is our focus. As the Pale Tree heals, so do the rest of us.
Getting healthier.
Krisha, Imperator of the Blood Legion and elected representation from the Char. I'd be lying if I said tensions weren't high at the Citadel. With Bangar's trial nearing, another civil war isn't impossible. Even behind bars, Bangar commands respect from his most loyal. Although weakened, the Dominion is still a threat. However, the Imperators are mostly aligned. Imperator Malice of the Ash Legion joins me today in support. Ephraim sends his. You may have heard the whispers, but there are calls for another Con-Ur to rise. The Imperators don't disagree. But the Trial of Embers will wait, until we've decided Bangar's fate. That is our first priority.
Counselor Ludo of the Arcane Council. I'll keep it brief. As you can observe, I am the only present representative from the Council. We are experiencing growing pains. Cantha's prowess threw us for a loop. I may be alone in this thinking, but about damn time. For a long while, the Council has lazily relied on Asuran Magitech superiority. We've become complacent, our research secondary. I, and a few others, have been advocating for a more productive integration into the global sector. No disrespect intended, but Cantha's advancements on our designs? Well, frankly, it's insulting. Our knowledge is still unmatched.
An interesting choice of words. Know that I enjoy competition. In fact, I encourage it.
As do I. My first significant motion on the Arcane Council has been to eliminate any restrictions on admittance into the Asuran colleges. Our next focus will be on global equitable information exchange. That's all. For now.
I am Scotty, son of Newt Whitebear. Sends his best. Old man just can't say no to a good brawl. Expected to heal just fine. Just as our people are healing. Unsure of how to approach the spirits. How we can help them. If we can help them.
The Sylvari share in your pain. The Pale Tree. That's been a process.
Aye. Looking ahead has been our focus. Our scouting parties have returned to the far north to explore the villages and homesteads cut off from Holbrook for decades. We've also got eyes on the sons of Svanir. Rather, what remains of them. Most fell with Jormag. Those that remain... broken. Lost. If we can offer any rehabilitation, we will. But we won't welcome more violence to Holbrook.
Esteemed leaders, I am thankful to have met a few of you before. Queen Jenna has made many of these introductions. For those of you I have not met, I am Empress In of Cantha. I was advised to send a liaison in my stead, but I wanted to show the face of the Empire. Cantha's integration into Tyrian politics has not been swift or easy. But it is considered our greatest priority in the wake of the Elder Dragon event. Our people are largely united in wanting, but like all nations, an underbelly of resistance remains. However, I want to pull us from the murk and into the light.
Getting healthier.
Cantha's technologies are vast, some might say superior, and I firmly believe that we offer something unique. And clearly share similar passions with our neighbors. Together, imagine what we could accomplish. While we are focused on diplomacy, we've had a secondary goal of enlisting archivists from across continents. Our libraries and history texts are woefully dated.
My queen.
Thank you all for your remarks. We gather on mutual ground as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Ilona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise of tomorrow. The last decade was cruel, but standing united today shows promise that my father only dreamt of. However,
Dang, they're doing a lot
it is
of
not on
talking.
kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the ground. One attacked the grove.
2, just outside the gates of Rata Novus. They stank.
No casualties should be accepted. These attacks were calculated, I've heard. Our perpetrator? The Cryptus.
Cryptus?
And what exactly are these Cryptus? Where did they come from?
The more pertinent question, how did the Queen discern this information?
Tone. I've dealt with an Emperor's horde of petty banter, so I pivot. Queen Jenna, care to elaborate?
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance.
I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness, Your Majesty.
No hyperbole until the Queen has spoken.
I see the triviality of Tyrian politics has not ceased its endless parade. Shall we have a mature discussion?
Introducing representation from the Astral Ward. Iskarin.
Iskarin.
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
And Frode, Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going on, Jenna? Answers.
Queen, if you wish to leave with all your limbs intact.
Calm, all of you. And I thought the war bands needed babysitting. Frode, was it?
Indeed. Admittedly, I expected worse. Wayfinder, under duress as always.
Wayfinder. Ah. Should have known you had a leg in this race.
I'll try talking to them.
Oh, heck. Dang, they like to do a lot of talking. Oh.
Ready as they'll ever be. Get to the point.
They thrive on the brink of chaos.
They've all endured enough trauma for a lifetime. Patience.
If we're measuring trauma in lifetimes, they wouldn't compare.
Thank you for allowing us the time to speak to you all today. I apologize for the dramatic entrance. Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard that name.
The Ward has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of our demon infestation, I take it?
Beings of the Mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I joined their fight. The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust is advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
The Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next.
Oh heck, I forgot to eat food.
And you say they're no longer a threat, Wayfinder?
I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
When Su Won passed, Tyria's essence bled into the veil beyond, the mists. You are... we are no longer shielded by her power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment, and likely more. We glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
To summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret organization that fights them?
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm.
We've certainly faced other threats that were not born of Tyria. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or help us with the Elder Dragons.
I will answer all of your questions. But this is not the right venue.
I'm inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller council?
After our councils have ended, I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
Commander, with us. We'd like to continue the conversation.
So you've met before.
Anise introduced us. Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the Forum. We've known it was time to reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
That inclination isn't wrong. Why now, though?
The Cryptus may be controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blood and water.
And what exactly is attracted to that blood?
Any number of beasts and beings. I don't reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can.
So you've numbers, then?
Some. Fewer after the Cryptus. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Focus on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control. Your nations are fragile still. Here. Nourish.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise.
On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The Lowland Coden.
My father spoke of them briefly. He left their territory untouched. Those are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to this suggestion, Isgarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes.
Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds. You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria. Look around this room. Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Moon Camp. It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send ward to your aid. Oh, your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this, and you, Commander. Now is the time to fortify. The Countess will meet you in Divinity's Reach.
Yeah.
I've witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull. Have little intel on that location, or these Coden, and it feels vital. Or intriguing, at least.
An Imperator leaving her post to get her claws dirty. Care to steal my mate, too? Go. Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
Oh, boy. Oh, we get a mastery point. Warclaw Mount, Lowland Coden, and Homesteading. I thought there was a glider mastery, though. What is this? What did they just give us?
I like
Gearbox. Oh. What are these? Okay. We gotta go to Divinity's Reach. Here. At the end of the road.
Getting healthy.
I haven't really been around lately yet. If we make it into the Divinity's Reach, at least we go to Earth and Waypoint. Okay.
Elevator, huh? I'm surprised the roller needle could fit. Here we go.
Prompt, as expected. Welcome, Commander. The gateway is active. I've word that Malice will meet you there. Got a glimpse of the place myself. Frode gave the Queen a proper tour. He'll be expecting you, too. Though, between friends, their definition of camp is sweet. I'm sure you'll be very comfortable.
Dramatics from the Astral Ward? Shocking.
You are quite adapted to them, aren't you? How are you feeling about the mission, then?
Ready for anything. Don't know what to expect, but I love an adventure. I live and breathe the outdoors. That we're meeting Coden? Well, let's just say we have a lot in common.
Diplomacy is a fine craft, Commander. And making allies requires an artisan. Oh, before you depart, do we prefer Wayfinder or Commander now?
For you? I don't know if you calling me anything but Commander would sound natural.
Old habits die hard, I suppose. Good luck.
Unknown territory. Unknown territory moon camp. Unknown territory moon camp. It's the moon revelry from Sims 4. JK. Dang. How long? Finally. Dang, how long is this thing? It's still going. Finally.
This is grand.
The Astral Ward? Subtle. Not a chance. Good to see you closer to ground.
Right makes me right.
I volunteered to help with the integration. Long overdue that we got involved in Tyrian affairs. More publicly, that is.
Oh, Lowland Shore.
Got a few things to atone for.
Where the river, well, where
Commander,
some big river
Vanak was just giving us the lay of the land. Dangerous place, Janthir. Eager to scope it out.
I am as well. There's something about the atmosphere here that wilts my senses.
Are you following me? You're always welcome in my party, old friend.
On Dagonet's order, he didn't go into much detail about the Pale Tree's status. And perhaps it's not my place to say, but her recovery has been slower than we expected. Some days she seems weaker than the day before. We search for a remedy. The Astral Ward knows magic, and ancient magic at that. I'm hoping we can form a connection with you.
I do too, for what it's worth. And all help is good in these parts. Janthir is a nasty place to get lost.
A spark.
Speak with you, Wayfinder.
Getting healthier.
Seemed urgent enough to prioritize.
Right. I'll track him down.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah, duck. A duck tower. Ooh. Two of four. Ooh, there's some beds.
Have you gotten an ounce of rest?
I used to be in charge of Moon Camp before Levente named me Warden.
If they pulled you from your sky post, this must be serious.
You know us well. It's true. The Lowland Coden will be fine allies of Queen Jenna and the Tyrian Alliance. That is no lie. They know these lands better than most. Janthir and the northern stretches are formidable. How much did you learn of Waiting Sorrow during your time in Omnitas?
Waiting Sorrow, your missing wizard? Not a lot. Besides the fact that she created the Heart of the Obscure.
Indeed. I've never met her, of course, as she's been missing since before Ascalon burned to the ground. This must stay between us, for now. But we suspect that she's hiding among the Coden.
You want me to find her?
It isn't a burden on your shoulders alone. The Ward is here to support in whatever way we can. But, yes, we need you to.
Is she dangerous?
She's very capable. For your own safety, expect resistance. I wish I knew more. Between us, Wayfinder, all conversation about her turns Isgarin more conspiratorial than usual.
Then I'll keep my guard up.
Good. For what it's worth, Dagda doesn't agree with him. She was also Waiting Sorrow's closest friend, so there's bias. But that's all I've got, so I'll leave you to it. Get to know the region. We'll set out in search of the Coden soon as well. They've been known to homestead along the delta and the coastline. They'll build for 100 or so years, then move. Unsure of their exact position, but I imagine we're close. We portaled Moon Camp here to avoid scaring the locals.
Probably more subtle than flying it over the bay. Good call.
Stalwart Hart pulled some research noting they're not especially keen on magic. A floating building may cause alarm. But, good luck. I'll be here to guide you as I can. Ward's busy with the reacclimation. It's going to be a long process.
Oh, there's a big yellow ball up here. What happens if... Oh. What? Field report moon camp. Dang, imagine having to walk up all those stairs. Nothing else in here. Oh heck. Maybe there's some down here. Ooh. Oh, I forgot we don't have to walk. Maybe it's through one of these doors.
Exactly sure where they're settled
It's
today,
definitely
but
not
they're
here.
Astral Ward reason.
Or is it? Nope.
Magic. Keep that in mind.
There it is. It's in a library on a big circle table.
I am awesome.
There's the fourth one.
Might makes me right.
Relic. Oh, can't mess with those. Oh, what are those records there? Oh, they're not.
A lot of things come to Janthir to hide from the rest of Tyria. That's why the Mersat built Bava Nisos here. Though, that place is all ruins and storms now. Hard to get close.
Bava Nisos? What's that?
Former Mersat city. Fixed in the middle of the Isles. Been abandoned for a long time. Don't think I'd want to go anyway. Maban told me about it. Didn't sound all that hospitable. He went back from time to time. Memories, I imagine. Or guilt.
A library with empty oh no, the bookshelves are in there, they're just hard to see.
What can you tell
Table
us
with
about the
yellow
history
ball
of this
on it.
place? Oh, former home of the Mersat, and later the White Mantle. From my research, there's been very little activity in recent years.
Correct. Aside from the Kodan, only a few other groups have called it home. Some centaur tribes, trolls, creatures that keep to themselves. And the Isles are another story. I recommend you read up on it. A lot of blood has been spilled here. That's a Valraven Talon. Nasty beast. The ward has little documentation, aside from a few first-hand accounts. When few travelers come through Janthir, stay away from them at all costs.
Yeah. Build this place in build. You'd need something bigger than a 64 by 64, probably. There we go.
That's a cryptozox. I'd recognize it anywhere.
Yep. Mooncamp operated in the area during the attacks. Runs were poking inside. Never figured out what.
Then you couldn't go
Given
there.
Janthir's history, I imagine
All
there are
the way
any
up
number
there.
of things a demon could be drawn to. Not especially inspiring, though.
How big is Janthir?
Huge. Practically in Kryta still. But the deltas are considered a part of the Isles due to their climate and flora. It stretches far to the north, running parallel to the northern Shiver Peaks, as far as modern maps are concerned. The Isles and Bay make up most of the occupied territory, with some coastal regions lining the mainland. There is even a small human outpost on the Isles, but it's long abandoned now. Don't know a lot about it.
Not a good place to be, then.
Whee!
Reminds me of Drizzlewood. Abundant vegetation. Wonder how much of this is edible. Only one way to find out. But where should we head to first?
Sounds like something to be determined by a wayfinder.
Where is this? Oh, it's down there. What? Why did I get knocked off my mount? Oh, there's a mastery point in the west. It's out of bounds, though. Forest stream. But I don't see no stream.
We should follow that stream.
Oh. Oh, really?
Janthiri flora.
To me, it just looks like a
and probably
big,
very
long,
toxic.
stretchy pile of mud. And somehow this is a stream.
Watch out for the cliff. Wouldn't make for a nice fall.
Never mind the cliff. Watch out!
Getting healthy.
What were those things? Must be Valraven. Talons look just like the one Vinak showed us.
Oh, a deer.
Bring this one down!
Floating island?
May be dangerous, but this place... it's stunning.
That's nature, always trying to kill you. And at least she looks good doing it.
Oh yeah, that
Where do you think
river
this water
goes
leads?
all around and out. That's a big river. I'm not in the river, I'm up here. Up. Yeah, but I'm right here next to you.
Goodness, look at you. This is a very old tree. Imagine the stories it could tell us. Standing tall and strong, protecting the smaller growth.
Eyes up, Kate.
Wolf.
Might makes me right.
I need assistance now!
Defense, then offense.
Alchemy! It won't calm!
Treacherous, eh?
Better check it out.